going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're starting off today a little different now. You saw I went to the Mazda. I've got the two front tires to rotate. I'm getting a funny sound from this area, so I think it's the tire. I'm gonna rotate it and see if it changes. That's kind of my go-to for if I'm getting some weird noises, is tires first. Now, the one is brand new, the other one's got some miles on it, but they're both put on at different times, obviously. So we're gonna find out there if that changes anything. Then after that, we have to adjust some things on this car. I might be changing the oil as well. And when I went to the Light the Night show, the exhaust was rattling pretty much the whole time. It's hitting on the frame for some reason. I'm not sure why it moved. I actually tried to adjust it right before we went to the show, but it didn't really do anything. So we're gonna dive into that and figure out why that is happening. And then I think tonight we are going for a little cruise with Matt and his R6. So stay tuned for that as well. Alright, so I went ahead and torqued my lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds. Now we're gonna take the car for a test drive. We're gonna see if anything changed. So the test drive went decently well. We're gonna have to find out tomorrow once I get on the freeway to see if anything changed. I don't know. We'll find out. It's just tires. So I just found out that I don't have any oil filters. So if you're like me and you don't have any oil filters for your car, go in the description. I have an Amazon link, and you can buy the OEM oil filters. Hey, look at that. So I actually just used my own link, bought me some oil filters. They're gonna be here next week, which will be before we take this car up to the track. I don't know when that will be for you guys, but. So anyways, the oil change is gonna have to wait. The oil's really not that bad. It's just something that I wanted to change anyways, cause I was out here and I'm gonna need to change it before we go to the track. So good thing I at least checked to make sure I had oil filters, because I don't. Anyways, we need to get the exhaust to stop rattling, so I'm gonna move this car out. We're gonna go under there and figure it out. It's never one thing on a DSM, because now when I start the car, and maybe it's just because it's up on jack stands, I mean, I'm kind of crossing my fingers on that one, but my wideband reads that. I've already unplugged the sensor and plugged it back in, so maybe I bumped the sensor and now it's bad. I haven't really said anything about this, but I do have an Innovate LC2 sitting here, literally brand new in the box. The only thing I'm missing is the gauge. Everything's right here, brand new. It does have a brand new O2 sensor, so I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing. Running without the wideband, which, again, if you guys haven't watched the dyno video, isn't hooked up to my ECU, it shouldn't affect anything. So let's get this thing put back on the ground, and we'll think about going for this cruise later. I'm really unsure of how this stuff ends up happening to me, but I just found the cause of the rattle. And this one was like, something's really loose and it's not good. I was watching as I was revving the motor. I have the Frontline Fab front brace cross member, I think it's called. That thing's been on the car for a long time. I mean, probably like 3-4 years. And it was on all last year. I never touched it this winter. But somehow some way the dang bolt fell off, and now this whole thing is loose and rattling. I did find a nut that is going to work, but now I gotta jack the car up again in order to get that tightened. So let's see if that fixed my issue. Probably still won't fix that issue though. Well, let's see. Yep. All right. Yay. Fix the issue. No more rattling, just nice DSM sounds. Should we get a little clip for you? Well, alright, it's nice to have the rattles dealt with. I hate exhaust rattles. This car sounds so good and looks so good that when I show up to a meet and it's just rattling, it makes the car look bad and it makes me look bad, and you know I don't want either of those things. It's kind of embarrassing riding around with that thing just like rattling like that, and not great knowing that I was missing that nut. So I'm gonna see if I can get the other one tightened a little bit more. Maybe that one loosened off a little bit too. I don't know exactly how that happened. That's pretty wild. But I did hit it with some Loctite. That's my new thing now. But anyways, we're still gonna do the cruise. This car needs fuel, so all the times that I was starting it up checking for exhaust leaks, the little fuel light is on. Hopefully I can still make it to the gas station. I think we should be fine though. I'm gonna go get cleaned up, and then we will take the car out for a little drive. We are on our way to the gas station. Michael's coming with. We're headed out to Matt's. Michael, what do you think about the new car that we're getting?
Yes. So you bought it. Wonderful.
I haven't even really told him about it. And the funny thing is, I haven't really even told you guys about it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know I was looking at something because I posted a picture of it in my story. But that's all you're gonna know for right now. Well, we made it to the fueling station. It's not really a gas station, but it is gas. I mean, for me. I like this place because of this little sticker here. Minimum 70% ethanol. I like that. Plus, $1.99, that's not too bad. That's pretty standard for E85. I actually clicked this thing off right at 10 gallons. Just, I mean, purely coincidental. That's just what I put into the car. Well, would you look who showed up?
Oh yeah.
Hello, Matthew.
How's it going?
We're gonna go for a little ride. Like I said earlier in the video, it is getting a little bit late. Are you gonna be warm enough?
I wore a thick sweatshirt.
Yeah, you'll be okay. We're only going for a little short ride, so it should be fun. It's fun to be that guy. Sometimes.
Time to go.
Yep. Well, that was fun.
I stayed warm.
Yeah, that's good. We did too. We got a little warm, a little too warm. We had the heat cranking.
Just to cool off the engine, or?
No, just to keep us warm, with the windows open. This is how Matt and I literally always park when we go places.
We only got one spot.
Yeah, we just take up one spot.
Right there.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah, that's a bit much. All right, Matthew. Well, it was fun.
Fun, yeah.
Until next time, we're gonna get headed home. Both of them warming up. Michael is ready. Time to hit the road. Well, that was a fun night. Made it home safely, no problems. Got to play around with the car a little bit. To ride with Matthew. Good night. Man, it is nice to have that car going again. So as of right now, we have a few things to do before we go up to Proving Grounds to drag race that car. I just remembered on the way home that I need to order some new spark plugs for the car so that we've got a fresh set of spark plugs for when we hit the strip to make sure the car is running peak performance. I'm also going to check my head studs because, as you guys know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, that I had some issues with my head studs loosening over time, and I'm starting to notice some discoloration on the water pipe again. So I'm gonna check my head stud torque because I'm a little bit nervous about that. And then the oil change. So that should be the main thing. Oh, and we have to address the wideband sensor issue. I'm probably just gonna end up installing my new wideband sensor. The old wideband sensor, as I said earlier, doesn't read with the ECU. So when we go up to the track, it would be nice to have the ECU read the wideband so that we can look at a data log, see how the car's running, make adjustments if we need to, try to get a good pass. So I was able to get into third gear again tonight at a high RPM from second. So that's looking promising. I think I have to take a little bit of time between my shifts and then it seems to go in just fine. So hopefully we end up having good luck with that. That'll be my first time on the track and I'm nervous and really excited for it. So lots of prep to do coming up to that event, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. Coming home from that event, we're taking the car over to the shop and we're picking up the new project car. Stay tuned for that. You guys will find out a little bit more about that in the coming weeks. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.